Hi, welcome to Russell Rice Reviews. Tonight we're reviewing Talisker 10, the king of drinks. Alright, Talisker is a single malt Scotch whiskey. It is 10 years old and that's too bright. Okay, it is bottled at. Alright, it's not very clear, but I hope you can read it. There it says 45.8% ABV. So it comes in this box. There you go. All right, so when you go to, well, for your next grocery shopping trip, all right, look for this bottle and, probably get a bottle there. All right, so what I can say is that it is very, very good. All right, and I mean really good. So when I tried Ardbeg 10 here, so when I tried Ardbeg 10 in December, that was around 2 months ago. All right, I said this. All right, for reference. So I said, this is my favorite, all right? But Ardbeg is good, all right? Ardbeg 10 is like really, really good. I like it. I like it more than I like Lagavulin 16. And it was dethroned by Talisker not more than 2 months later. Okay, so yeah, I've found a new favorite. Okay, so if that's what you are looking for in this review, if Talisker is good, then yeah, I'm telling you now, yeah, it is there. So Talisker is one of the whiskeys in the Johnny Walker Blend Green Label. Okay, so of course, it's not this one in particular because the Green Label is 15 years old. And so, yeah, it says on the label that it has some Talisker, but it's not this youthful version there. Might be the 18 or the 15 there. Now, the players in the Scotch business are proud, and I say that in italics, right? So proud, and well, proud of their products is what I'm saying. All right, so many of them claim to be the best, the original, the first, the oldest, the finest. You get what I mean? And yeah, they use many other fancy names. So a lot of them claim to be the standard or something. So yeah, they're proud. Okay, they're proud of their craft there. So the fact that Talisker has been called the king of drinks and that somehow other whiskey makers are okay with it says a lot. All right, so I think that's a testament to the quality that the Talisker distillery offers there. So king of drinks, where did that come from? All right, so there's this Scottish poet. His name is Robert Stevenson. Okay, so he called the Talisker the king of drinks in his poem, The Scotsman's Return from Abroad. All right, so that's where the title King of Drinks came from, and it stuck. So what we are doing is to check again if Talisker is indeed worthy of the title. So let's get to drinking. Do a visual inspection first. Yeah, you know what, before I pour myself one, all right, so let's have another look at the bottle. All right, so there looks plain if you ask me. What do I have on my notes? All right, so yeah, nothing. All right, let's just read what they have to say here. All right, so it says here, from the rugged western shores of the Isle of Skye comes a richly flavored maritime malt with a warming afterglow. So easy to enjoy, yet like sky itself, so hard to leave. There. Oh yeah, and they wrote some more interesting stuff on the box, I think. Ah, there. All right. So Talisker is the only single malt Scotch whiskey made on the Isle of Skye, Skye, beside the shore of Loch Harpert in the jagged shadow of the peaks of the Quillen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Founded in 1830 by Hugh MacAskill, Talisker Distillery remains faithful to traditional values. 180 years of knowledge has been passed down through generations of distillers. The result is this much prized whiskey, described by famous Scottish poet Robert Louis Stevenson as the king of drinks. Made by the sea in every sense, the powerful peat smoke and maritime character of Talisker reflect its storm-lashed surroundings. Beneath the deep and stormy peat smoke character of Talisker lies a rich, dried fruit sweetness, followed by a satisfying peppery finish. Superb with smoked salmon and brown bread. I don't have smoked salmon right now, and yeah, no brown bread either. So we're just gonna enjoy it by itself. Here we go. So one of the reviews on Reddit I read says there seems to be a quality control issue with Talisker bottles. They say it appears to have a leak because of how fast it runs out. So there, and I'm thinking it's true. There, I mean, look at this. Almost, well, more than half of it is gone. There. Let's take a whiff. So the thing with whiskeys that come from the islands, right? So there are quite a few, all right? So there's the whiskey that comes from the Isle of Islay, very popular brands. So this is from the Isle of Skye, and there's another one from Orkney. Okay, so most whiskeys from Ireland, from the island regions of Scotland, so they have this characteristic smoky smell, right? So a lot of reviewers call it the smell of the sea. Smells like brine, they say. But you know what? I really don't get that. I don't really get the smell of the ocean or the sea. But what I can say is that the characteristics of this and some characteristics of the ocean are very similar. You know, there are parallels to it, but it never really smells like the ocean to me. And I grew up in a coastal town. However, I'm not gonna deny that there are parallels between the smell here and the smell of the ocean. Okay, so I guess, you know, that's what reviewers are referring to. It smells really nice. There, we can all agree about that. So the nose is really pleasant. You know, it smells of, yeah, sure, for this review's purposes, now that I've mentioned it, right? So yeah, it smells like the ocean, sure. But there's also wood, there's fruits. Reminds me of oranges, actually. And as mentioned earlier, there is smoke. Very similar to the smoke you get when you smell the Johnny Walker Green Label, duh, right? Because there's Talisker there. And what's amazing here, or maybe not amazing, what's interesting is, so this is bottled at 45.8% ABV. So that's, well, you know, pretty high, you know, if you're used to 40% ABV spirits. But it never smells harsh. even if you bury your nose in there and take a deep whiff like I did, right? So the smell is never harsh. It's very rounded, you know, there are no sharp edges to the smell. It's nice. Although, of course, I don't recommend burying your nose in it and inhaling deeply, right? You won't be able to get any other smells except ethanol. So, you know, I just did that for, you know, demonstration purposes. All right. So, what it smells like, all right? So I'm going to disagree with other reviewers saying that it smells like the ocean. However, I'm going to say that, like the Lagavulin, this smells like the ocean in around a busy port, you know, ocean water mixed with some fuel there. Okay, so I get that. I get images of a busy port there, cargo being unloaded and big ships there. So yeah, I get that from the nose again. So yeah, oceany, smoky, woody, fruity smells, right? It's all in here, and again, never harsh at 45.8%. Now let's go to how it tastes. So let's talk about the palate. All right, so in all the reviews I've read or watched, everybody says Talisker is harsh and strong and intense. All right, so let's see. You know what it is? It is strong, but it is not harsh. In the beginning, now it is. There's spiciness, and you only get it after swallowing. All right, interesting. All right, so it's strong, sure, I would agree, but harsh, maybe spicy, but not harsh. You know, to me, I think the oiliness, the creaminess in the mouthfeel dominates whatever harshness there is. Okay, so even if you know, have it swishing around in your mouth, you know, if you let it coat your tongue for a time, you know, to enjoy the flavor, it doesn't hurt you, you know, it doesn't sting all that much, right? So it's nice, really. I wouldn't call it harsh. Strong, sure, but harsh, not so much. But yeah, when you swallow it, you are left with a spiciness that is, it's not harsh, you know, it's enjoyable. I really wouldn't call it harsh. Maybe in the beginning a little rough, but yeah, it's really a pleasant experience there. And it's over pretty quickly. You're just left with the spiciness there. So, well, as it goes on, it becomes sweeter. Right now, it's sweet. Alright, so intense, or yeah, surely rough, sure, and then spiciness, and then sweetness there. Okay, so the finish goes on for a long time, and it changes. Okay, so all right, for comparison, I would say Ardbeg's finish, or no, Ardbeg is that's harsh. You know, harsh, enjoyable, sure, but this one is less harsh, but you know, just as enjoyable. You know, so these two are pretty comparable, really. Okay. For the finish, I'd say Ardbeg has the upper hand, because I think Ardbeg's finish lasts a little longer. Yeah, but now this one for Talisker, it's gone. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's gone. Yeah. Some smoke remains, but that's it. All right, very satisfying finish. Not as long as the Ardbegs, but very satisfying. A very enjoyable drink, if you ask me. So Would I recommend it? Yes. Is it the king of drinks? Well, yes. It is my new favorite. It is my new favorite. And is it the king of drinks? Yes, I agree. And what's amazing about this bottle is that you can get it for less than 3,000 pesos. Ardbeg, the usual price I see, in grocery stores. Well, you can get this for 3,300. That's the cheapest I've seen it. This one, okay, this won't even break the 3,000 peso mark. I think we got this bottle for just 2,800 something. Okay, it didn't even break 2,900. It's just 2,800 something. So for that price and the quality that you get, right? So this is indeed the king of drinks. So don't be fooled by. There, I'm back. So don't be fooled by marketing, by pretentious people who tell you that the best scotch is in the 5,000 peso and above price point, or that's $100 for you non-Filipinos. From my experience, guys, the best scotches can be found in the 2,000 peso to 4,000 peso price range. You get Ardbeg there, you get Talisker there, you get Highland Park there, in that price range. You get if you look hard enough, you get Lagavulin 16 in that price range. So yeah, the best scotches, in my opinion, it can be found in that price range. Anyway, I don't know how to end these things, so bye.